says, send all of the artwork to my office, and send all of the artwork to the office, or prove that you've destroyed all of the artwork and take it down. And you have all of these requirements that the gallery is supposed to do. If it's a responsible gallery, whether they knew it was a knockoff or not, they don't need the aggregation because they've got a lot of artists that they can represent. And for the most part, if it's a gallery and it's a responsible gallery, they're going to take it down. Just like the one down in Coconut Grove did at this show.
It's not just small galleries. A few years ago, the Smithsonian probably because they were doing knockoffs of American books that were not made in China. And they were selling on the website. Exactly. It's an American book.
Is that way you're sure can't trust our government? Sure you might. Anyway, it's a very, very difficult area. Copyrights, filing a copyright is not that, it's not that involved. Do with copyright. It's just filing.
Library of Congress.
Yeah,
website.
Right, there's a website.
LibraryofCongress.org. Very easy to do. Really, and there's different ways you can do it. You can copyright an individual piece, or if you have a series of pieces that are related, you can copyright the series. And the only advantage to that is that you only have to pay one registration fee, which is nice, because they just increased it from $30 to $45. But the disadvantage is if someone infringes all 10 pieces in the series, you only have one claim. You don't have 10 claims.
And the
So
advantage.
just think about what it is you want to do. But the application is one page. You attach the image. It's very simple. And really the difference is, we've had some cases come to us that have been really heartbreaking. Because they're cases that we could have probably taken to court, but we didn't because they weren't copywritten, and we can't really get a firm to fight it. Because if you don't do the copyright, you can't get attorney's fees. You can't bring a lawsuit. And the attorneys fighting the case won't take the case because they have no guarantee that they're going to make
And
money.
that's probably the most important thing. I mean,
So
it puts people on notice that there is this artwork out there. That's,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
first.
I mean, one
Because maybe
thing-
somebody's defense is, I didn't know that this thing even existed.
Yeah.
So how can you tell me?
We had a case just recently of an artist who just before they started, who had a piece in the Banana Republic store in London, in the flagship store that just opened in London. Another artist from Miami saw it, thought it was her piece, photographed it, and sent it to her. She immediately sent it to me and said, "This is not my piece." And we found out through some investigative research that they admitted that they had copied this artist's piece. She'd not copywritten it, and so we were able to get them taken down immediately. This is Banana Republic, it could have been them, which would have been great. But yeah, like it's really very important. Yeah, the banana.
Yeah.
Well, I have
Wait, he has a question.
I've been in the habit of copyrighting my work as in the collection of and my name for the last 25 years for one fee, as you guys were saying.
Like the series.
Well, I guess it is a series, but it's really not a series.
Each time you
I'm only doing that because it's cheaper, it's like the same with artists. But are you saying that if somebody infringes on just one of those images, are you saying that I'm not protected for that?
You are protected. I'm saying if they infringe on 5 of those images that are all under one registration, you only have one claim. Which isn't to say you shouldn't do it that way. You should. I mean, if there's an economic concern for you, you don't want to pay $45.
Because now it's $45.
Yeah, so do the series. I mean, it still protects you.
Yes.
Also about the timing, let's say we see someone is using the artwork and then we copyright it now that we saw that someone stole it. Does that make sense?
Is that okay?
That's fine, it's less persuasive on this, but that's why they recommend you copyright as soon as you're created, as soon as you can.
Well,
but
you can make a claim, you can
no,
copyright after.
but you have to wait for the registration to come back. So, and it could take a couple months, and you cannot file a lawsuit without the registration.
We have a lot of lawyers.
Yeah.
I have sort of a practical question. I just started working with an artist who has a couple hundred pieces finished that he's finally ready to get out of his apartment. And this is a practical question. I'm wondering when to copyright each piece. Maybe when you take each piece out of the apartment and put it up for sale, would that be a logical time? Because maybe if you take 200 times 45.
I would do
He
it.
certainly can't pay that now, but
I
it's
would do
really
it right now and do the series.
Immediately, it takes a couple months.
do the series way amazing. I mean, you know, I'm an attorney, so I'd rather copyright each one. I'm like, I want to be anal about it. No, it's, I mean, each painting, but you know, neither one of us can afford $45 times 200
You
pages.
can call it a
right now.
series.
Yeah, that's
They're
what it is.
related, you can call it a series. A series doesn't mean it's 10, it's not a lithograph, it's not 10, prints of one image. A series means it's related, so if you handed them all in the same 6 months and they have some kind of, thematic relationship, that's a series.
So it's never too late to copyright. If you, let's say you're lax on copyrighting, let's say you have copyrighted single painting for 3-4 years.
No, I don't believe so. You
No,
can
no,
copyright
no.
whenever.
That has to be the date created on the form, correct?
You get the copyright when you
Yeah,
Okay,
paint.
you're dating it today, say that the date of creation was, what, 5 years ago? Is the date?
I don't believe so. I don't think there's any particular time. You just want to do it because as soon as you put it out in the public,
Yes.
So everything, I'm sorry, I wanted to go into this detail so people can take notes and check on the website. Because the copyright office has just opened the online registration, which is not only $10 cheaper, but you can do it in your house.
$10 less than
So
45.
it's an ECO, eCode. But you go to the copyright office standard website and you will find the information to register as a beta tester.
There was one that I saw, copyright.gov. Is that the same? Is that
Yeah,
what
but
it's
when you go there, you will find the information about the online
And it'll show you what kind of image you can upload.
and all the information about the automated registration, the forms, you can see online everything submitted at copyright.gov. Same thing. You will find the ECO, which is the electronic copyright registration. And then you can do it online and make a lot of, saves a lot of time.
Does copywriting have a limited time? In other words,
your life plus 70 years.
your life plus the,
Well, yeah, but there's actually an Orphan Rights Act which is going on in the Supreme Court. But for now, yes, your life plus 70 years.
but by the way, just looking at what you had passed around, I would say it was extremely difficult to say that this guy's copying.
Well, that first of all, a
Because
little
I would
plastic
say
thing.
he copied somebody else.
If you saw, no, that's my point. First of all, it's very difficult. What I happen to drag, I mean, I could have brought huge paintings, I have some huge paintings, and I could have, but just to give you an idea, like a little plastic that doesn't show what it really looks like, and I have it in the computer in color, and it looks very, very good. And it does look like a knockoff.
Another question that I get asked a lot is, how do you know when you're violating somebody's copyright as a found object artist? If somebody, for instance, if you work on images that already exist in the world, and you use those images to create something else, how do you know when you're violating somebody's image as a copyright?
Did you guys hear that?
I think it's almost impossible. I don't know how, because, if you do something and he does something and you're doing something out of this material and he does something out of this material and he copyrights it, where's the line? That's why I say they're very, very difficult cases that really copywriting, I think, only has those two advantages. It gives you the opportunity to win court. And that's why very few people win court on it, unless it's so obvious that, yeah.
So the relative works, copyright, when they talk about the relative works. Derivative works. All right. The law has changed over the last 2 years on that, protecting the artist a lot more.
Yeah, I can't address that because I just don't know. Do you know about how the derivative works?
In any copyright, the way to show, infringement is that show two things. You're the artist, and you're claiming that somebody else infringed. You have to show that they had access to your work, and that can, that's obviously shown through testimony. You can say, I was at this gallery, you have to show that somebody was at this gallery, or